Good morning, students. Very important and very interesting topic, that is ratio and proportion. Let us examine a situation. Ram and Rahim started a business investing 60,000 rupees and 40,000 rupees respectively. They earned 50,000 rupees profit at the end of the year. How do you distribute the profit? Do you distribute the profit equally? That is 25,000 each? Is it right to distribute so? No. Why? Investments are different. So we cannot distribute the profit equally. How do we distribute? We distribute the profit according to the ratio of their investments. What is meant by ratio? The comparison of two quantities by division is known as the ratio. Symbol is to is used to denote the ratio. For a ratio, the two quantities must be in the same unit. If they are not, they should be expressed in the same unit before the ratio is taken. Again, come to the question. Ram and Rahim started the business, investing 60,000 and 40,000 respectively. They earned 50,000 rupees profit at the end of the year. So, we have to find investment ratio, that is 60,000 is to 40,000. Now, cancel zeros both sides. 2 threes and 2 twos. So, its simplified ratio is 3 is to 2. Hence, in profit, 3 shares to Ram and 2 shares to Rahim. Total number of shares is 3 plus 2, that is 5. Hence, Ram's share is profit 50,000 into Ram's share 3 by total shares 5. That is 50,000 into 3 by 5. Answer is 30,000. Rahim's share profit 50,000 into Rahim's share 2 by total shares 5. That means 50,000 into 2 by 5. After simplification, its answer is 20,000 rupees. Dear students, in the ratio A is to B, the quantities A and B are called terms of the ratio. Here A is the first term or antecedent and B is called second term or consequent. Order of terms is important in ratio. So, A is to B is not equals to B is to A. Inverse ratio of A is to B is B is to A. A ratio may be treated as a fraction. Two ratios are equivalent if the fractions corresponding to them are equivalent. Four quantities are said to be in proportion if the ratio of first and second quantities is equals to the ratio of third and fourth quantities. The symbol is as is to or is equal to is used to equate two ratios. In order, the order of terms in a proportion is very important. For example, 3, 8, 24, 64 are in proportion, but 3, 8, 64, 24 are not in proportion. Order is very important. A is to B is equals to A by B. A is to B and A by B are same. Here A is called antecedent and B is called consequent. If A is to B is equals to C is to D, then we call A, B, C, D are in proportion. And here A and D are called extremes. B and C are called means. If A, B, C, D are in proportion, then product of extremes is equals to product of means. Now, simple question. Solve the proportion 25 is to m is equal to 5 is to 2 for m. We already told you product of extremes is equals to product of means. That means 25 into 2 is equal to m into 5. Hence m is 10. One more question. Find the ratio of 8 rupees to 80 pies. Observe here, units are different. Here 8 rupees and here 80 pies. So we have to convert rupees into pies. That means 8 rupees is equals to 800 paise. So the ratio is 800 is to 80. Very simple. That is 10 is to 1. One more question. A picture is 60 centimeter wide and 1.8 meter long. Then find the ratio of its width to its perimeter in lowest form. Observe the units. Width is centimeter and length is in meters. So we have to change meters into centimeters. Okay, come on. Length is L is equal to 1.8 meters. That means 1.8 into 100 centimeters. That equals to 180 centimeters. And width is, that means breadth. That is B is equal to 60 centimeters. Now perimeter. Its formula is 2 into L plus B. From this we get its perimeter is 480 centimeters. So ratio of width to perimeter is 60 is to 480. That is 1 is to 8. One more question. An office opens at 9 a.m. and closes at 5:30 p.m. with a lunch break of 30 minutes. What is the ratio of lunch break to the total period in the office? Dear students, total period is from 9 a.m. to 5:30 p.m. Calculate it. It is 8 hours 30 minutes. You know 1 hour means 60 minutes. Hence it is 8 into 60 plus 30. That is equals to 5:10 minutes. Now ratio of lunch break to the total period is 30 is to 5:10. That is 1 is to 17. Find two numbers whose sum is 100 and whose ratio is 9 is to 16. Here, sum of the terms in the ratio is equals to 9 plus 16. That is 25. Hence, first number is 100 into 9 by 25. That is 36. Second number is 100 into 16 by 25. That is 64. Now one more question. Ram started a business with 50,000 rupees. After 3 months, Rahim joined in the business with 50,000. They got 70,000 rupees profit after 1 year. Distribute their profit. In this question, their investments are same. We have to distribute the profit according to the ratio of period of investments. Here investments are same but period is different. So we have to distribute the profit according to the ratio of period of investment. Here Ram is in the business for 1 year. That means his period is 12 months. Rahim joined after 3 months. That means Rahim's period is 12 minus 3. That means 9 months. So ratio of period is 12 is to 9. That is 4 is to 3. So Ram's share is 70,000 into 4 by 7. that is 40,000 rupees. And Rahim's share is 70,000 minus 40,000, that is 30,000. Now one more question. Ram started a business with 60,000 rupees. After 3 months, Rahim joined in the business with 1 lakh. They got 90,000 rupees profit after 1 year. Distribute their profit. Observe here, investments are different. At the same time, periods also different. Did you observe? Ram's investment is 60,000, Rahim's investment is 1 lakh. Ram's period is 12 months, Rahim's period is 12 minus 3, 9 months. Investments are different, period is different. Then how do you distribute the profit? Here we get compound ratio. What is compound ratio? Compounded ratio of A is to B and C is to D is AC is to BD. Observe, first ratio is A is to B and second ratio is C is to D. Hence, compound ratio is AC is to BD. That means product of antecedents is to product of consequents. Compound ratio means product of antecedents is to product of consequents. Now solve a simple question. Find compound ratio of 3 is to 5 and 4 is to 9. Compound ratio is product of antecedents. What are antecedents here? 3 and 4. So product of antecedents 3 into 4 is to product of consequents. What are consequents here? 5 into 9. So its answer is 4 is to 15. One more question. If the compound ratio of 5 is to 8 and 3 is to 7 is 45 is to x, then find the value of x. First find compound ratio. Compound ratio is product of antecedents is to product of consequents. That is 5 into 3 is to 8 into 7. That is 15 is to 56. This compound ratio, that is 15 is to 56, is equals to 45 is to x. Observe here, it is a proportion because two ratios are equal. In proportion, we know that product of extremes is equals to product of means. That means 15 into x is equals to 56 into 45. Oh, now x is 56 into 45 by 15. That is 168. Now come to the question. Ram started a business with 60,000. After 3 months, Rahim joined in the business with 1 lakh. They got 90,000 profit after 1 year. Distribute their profit. Now first, find the ratio of investments. That is 60,000 is to 1 lakh. That is 3 is to 5. Now find the ratio of periods. 12 is to 9. That is 4 is to 3. Now compound ratio. That is 3 into 4 is to 4 is to 5 is to 3. 5 into 3. That is 4 is to 5. Now Ram's share is 90,000 into 4 by 9. That is 40,000. Rahim's share is 90,000 minus 40,000. That is 50,000. Now it's time for homework. Pause the video and finish the homework. If you have any doubts, don't hesitate to call me. Thank you for listening.